This is going to be very, very warm, hot even. The Toronto Caribbean Carnival is coming back next week after 2 years of lockdown. And to celebrate, chef and food expert Bianca Osbourne joins us with a tasty snack. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Like you said, we're all excited about Caribbean and being back.
Okay, and I understand that the treat that you're going to make us now, and you're in your kitchen, I love this. It brings back special memories to you.
Well, see, when I was growing up, there is a Caribbean festival in Edmonton where I'm from called Carawest. And my grandma used to fry up plantains for us when we were little to take on the road so we didn't get like all complainy and hungry. And she used to fry them in Mazola corn oil, and I'm not one to veer from tradition. So that's what I'm frying them in today. And the thing is you want to use an oil that has a really high smoke point and a neutral flavor, because there are so many flavors going on with the seasonings and the spices. So you don't want to compete. So it's a really easy recipe. All you need is Mazola corn oil and then the plantain. And when you buy your plantain, the greener it is, the more savory this will be. The more yellow it is, the more sweet this will be. And so for our sauce, we just have, we're using tamarind paste. And tamarind paste is super easy to find now. You might have to ask in your grocery store. And then lime, Caribbean people love lime. And then just some pepper sauce. And everyone's grandparents or uncle or aunt makes their own version. This is my aunt's. And then a little bit of brown sugar. And then some water to make the sauce. But when you're frying your plantains, you'll notice that there is no smoke going on, and that's what you want, because these are in the oil for about 10 to 12 minutes just so they get crispy. And once they're out, you take them and you put them on, like anything that you fry, you want to put them on like a paper towel of some kind or a cloth to get off all the excess oil. And then you want to season them whilst they're hot. So we have a little bit of garlic salt. There is a little bit of brown sugar, some paprika. And then also you'll see that because this oil has such a high smoke point, with some oils you need to keep switching it out. With this one you don't. You can just go back in with more plantain. And you want to do it in batches just to make sure that they don't stick together and that they cook evenly. And when you're cutting them, using a mandolin slicer can help make them more even and more just like uniform. But you'll see they're ripping in here, but there's no smoke. That's what you want.
Very cool. Now, do you have to flip them over? Oh. Do you have to flip them over as they brown?
Is I just stir. So as you stir, it'll kind of move them about, and like, you know, they'll do their own thing. As long as you don't crowd it. If it's a crowded pan, that's when you kind of have to like be really mindful of moving things. But if it's just like a few in the pan like this, it should be fine. You just put them in like that. And then once they're done, like I said, you season them, and you can hear the crisp. It's like crispy. Drop that. Crispy. Hello. And then again, for the sauce, just in a food processor, it's so easy. And the tamarind paste is truly a paste, like it's sticky. And then the lime. And if you're using Caribbean pepper sauce, you probably don't need to season this, because Caribbean people have no problem with seasoning. So, but just test for your own taste. And add that in there just like that. And then water. Water will just loosen it up, because the tamarind paste is quite like tight. And then we're just gonna put this lid on. Oh, of course, always a food processor. There we go. It's always the food processor in it.
Always. There we go.
And then you just blend it up, and you can take it to any texture you like. If you like a chunky dip, you don't have to blend it as much. If you like it a little bit like loose, then you can blend it looser, and it kind of gives you that right there.
Nice. Now, did your grandma make this the dip as well, or did she just give you the plantain?
Oh, my grandma makes it all. I'm actually going home to Edmonton in a couple of weeks, and I've already made requests for all of the Caribbean food I want my grandma to have ready for me when I arrive.
Oh, that's so cool. And do you use like a frying pan like she used? It looks like a cast iron.
Cast iron. Cast iron only. Like my grandma only uses like cast iron, and like she uses aluminum, which I don't necessarily use, but a lot of Caribbean grandmas use aluminum and cast iron.
Well, thanks very much, Bianca, for sharing your memories. I love this, cooking in your kitchen. And we're going to get that recipe up at our website at chch.com. Have a great festival.
See you, Annette.